people doing? It's Saturday morning. Hey Mark, do we really have less than 90 days? He looks tired.
Always in the morning. Morning is tired.
Vodka.
Should we talk this?
That's right.
No, I don't like Russia.
I know. I said vodka's from Russia. He's near there, but he likes room. Not rum, room. See, he calls it room, like it's like his bedroom, but it's rum. Wait, what is it?
Washko is room.
Washko is room, and it has a pirate ship on it. Alright, we gotta work on this Supra. We have lists that we're working off of.
I don't have a list.
Joe has a crazy list.
Yeah, this is a good one.
I'm scared of that list. That's a lot of hours.
It's gonna be fun.
But it's gonna be good. We gotta make Supras great again. And we have to cut this cage out. It got dented a little bit. What happened was we had the Supra strapped down with a rim underneath it, and then the suspension's so soft when we're on our way back, it just bumps in the trailer like that and dented here, and we have an idea to push it back this way a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna redo some stuff. All right, planning wiring today. Talk to you guys later. Joe's been grinding, we've been planning wiring. Look at this. It's all gonna be new. Naked. And we don't know yet, but these might have to get cut because we don't know yet, guys. We need a hood. We made progress though.
Yeah.
Joe's working on how he's gonna cut those holes out and cut out a section of the firewall. It's gonna be interesting shape, but what we're doing is trying to get room for the bulkhead fittings, which this car has a lot of them, 1, 2, and 3. We're not gonna do it the same as that. If you can see down in here, see the red, that's firewall pass through, and then you see that behind that pressure sensor, grounding the head, and then see how it goes behind there and it has another firewall pass through. We need to put one of those pass-throughs for ground and one of those pass-throughs for power, same as this car. We need to do
Over by the back table.
them all in an area, which is right there, but we can't go too far. Hey Joe, did you compare it to like what the space you'll have behind a Hypertune, where it's not gonna like be like right at the back of the Plano?
No, yet. I was just gonna cut out a big part of the second layer, and I'll be doing the other, like the first layer from the inside of the bay. Figure out the space.
Oh, so cut out the big part, yeah. Okay, we'll figure it out before you cut it, huh?
Yeah, before I cut the firewall, I'm just about to cut the second layer right now.
Okay. Oh my gosh, it's raining out there. That's too bad. But you guys saw the area on my car. Here's a Hypertune car, with Juan's car. We're cutting an area down in here out so that we can have one plug, let's say one pass-through plug, and then a ground and a power. Hopefully the pass-through plug will be at the top, which will be like the engine harness coming from inside, and it'll have everything coming to sensors and just where it needs to go to the motor, but it comes out on the cold side and reaches up over to the hot side, only for a couple things that we need on the hot side, like VVTi solenoid, still cold side. We need maybe a handful, 3 or 4 things that go on the hot side. The rest of it will be through a chassis harness like we did on this car, and it will come through a bulkhead fitting like this, and it'll be smaller than this chassis harness. We'll just run over here and have its single runs out. Most likely we'll still do the boost solenoid, turbo wheel speed sensor, and back pressure sensor, and if we were to ever add EGTs, we'll probably end up having to go through like another spot in the firewall or something, or add a second one there. Right now I currently don't have EGTs, I'm not gonna get that, but We have a handful of little details to work out before we can cut that hole. Here's the old wiring. We don't like it. It worked for many years and we added and subtracted things each season, and now we're just gonna do it right. And to your guys' excitement, this PDM 30 is gonna go in there, and we learned all the details about it. We're gonna do it right. We're gonna still use a Pro EFI 112, wideband controller, smart coils, and we're doing planning of how to send the stuff out from the PDM. We should do this. You guys know what this means, right?
You're interrupting, Dan.
Okay, just start grinding. They'll watch you grind. Hey, don't cut the housing.
I was gonna cut this back so these two are exactly even.
Symmetrical?
Symmetrical.
Symmetrical. It's kind of theatrical of you.
The other stuff I'm doing is I just made some templates for some little base plates, and then these are going to be base plates as well, and it'll be just like your old subframe where it goes, like there's a bar that goes from one base plate over here up and over the diff and then to that side, and then there will be two bars that go from this bar to those base plates up there.
Are we going to try and break this against walls, or this one's never hitting a wall?
This one's never hitting a wall.
Yes! We tried for 4 years to break the other one. Sorry, Toyota makes stuff strong, and so do we. It never broke. So now you guys see behind the scenes of the new winter diff cage being built around the Toyota subframe. Here's the old one that I built 4 years ago. Like we said, never skipped a beat, and it did hit some stuff. It has like a little dent here. If you had a S chassis or an FRS or E46, this would have ripped in half probably. Supra is kind of like a tank, and then these are really heavy to begin with. Yeah, these are super freaking heavy. It's like 100 pounds almost. And then you add the 1-inch DOM 120 wall like we do. It gets excessive. The new thing we're doing though is we notch in here so it has more wheel clearance, because I was kind of hitting axle there every once in a while. We are gonna go to Taco Bell to eat something. That's gonna happen, but he's getting all the remaining crap off here. We'll repaint this frame rail. There's endless stuff we have to do. Then I'm gonna start working on some wide swap stuff.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Talk to you soon.
Taco Bell.
We got a new set of Wisefab from Wisefab this year. Here's the front knuckles. I just pressed in bearings and new hubs. Got this little ring. You need to get this from Toyota. It's for like the wheel speed sensor on the stock spindles, but unless you're taking apart another set of stock spindles, which I was not doing, you gotta buy that part from Toyota, so I just get that. Vicho was taking this stuff apart, and then the remaining parts for the front. The rest of the new stuff from the front is over here, and we're gonna set those up to similar spacing, so the front caster would be the same, and then the front camber would be the same, and then we'll put it back on. We're kind of cleaning up little areas that are messed up, which there's a lot of them. So yeah, the reason we switch it out is because stuff just gets beat on really hard and you bump stuff. And then you try and make it last as long as you can. Sometimes you even go through 2 sets a season, just depends what happens to your car during that season. One more day is down. Hey, Mark's gonna call Motec, and he's also gonna call ProWire because we need certain bulkhead fittings that we've planned out, and then we need some connectors for our PDM30, and see what else we're gonna do. Car's pretty much not a car anymore, guys. It's missing a lot of parts, but we'll make it great again, don't worry.